In a valley surrounded by high, verdant mountains and crystal-clear rivers winding between polished rocks, lived a rabbit named Lior. From a young age, Lior was admired for his cunning, diligence, and intelligence. He knew every hole in the burrow, every trail in the valley, and always knew where to find the tastiest food. The other animals respected him and sought his advice, but despite all the recognition, something began to change within Lior. He began to look at the other animals with envy. When he saw the elegant deer leaping from tree to tree, he thought, "Everyone is enchanted by his grace and speed. Why doesn't anyone pay attention to me?" Hearing the rooster crow loudly at dawn, he wished he had that powerful voice that drew so many glances and praise. Even the tortoise, which moved slowly but was admired for its patience and wisdom, aroused in him a feeling of silent frustration. Days passed, and his envy grew. Lior stopped caring for his den, stopped exploring the fields, and for the first time felt inferior. He withdrew into himself, distracted by thoughts of comparison and frustration, while the valley remained vibrant around him. His friends noticed the change and asked worriedly what was happening, but Lior only smiled vaguely, unable to share his feelings. Then, one cloudy afternoon, a storm began to gather over the valley. Strong winds shook the trees, and dark clouds covered the sky, bringing torrential rain. Rivers overflowed, flooding paths and destroying small shelters. The elegant deer became trapped between fallen branches, unable to move nimbly. The rooster, drenched, lost some of its feathers, and the turtle struggled to cross the deep mud. Everything seemed out of control, and the entire valley descended into chaos. But Lior remembered his underground den, sturdy and protected from any storm. He sheltered there, watching the suffering of the other animals, and felt something shift within him. A sense of responsibility and courage began to replace the envy. "I wasted so much time wishing I were like them," he thought. "Now they're the ones who need help, and I can make a difference." Without hesitation, Lior gathered all the rabbits from his burrow. With determination, he said, "Let's help them. Each of us has unique strengths. United, we can save all those in danger." And so, hundreds of rabbits marched through the valley, each carrying a mission. Some helped free the deer from the heavy branches, guiding it to a safe clearing. Others built shelter from leaves and twigs for the rooster, allowing it to recover from the storm. Lior, along with a group, accompanied the turtle step by step, ensuring it reached a dry, sheltered place. As the rain eased, the animals began to realize what was happening. Their eyes filled with surprise and awe at seeing such small creatures offering so much care. The storm had shown that size and appearance don't determine greatness. What mattered was a generous heart and courageous action. When the sun finally shone again over the valley, the animals gathered around Lior. The deer said, moved, "Today I learned that true strength lies not only in speed or beauty, but in the desire to protect and serve others." The turtle added with a smile, "You showed us that every being has a special purpose, and that great deeds can come from those considered small or ordinary." The rooster, now lean and strong again, added, "You don't have my feathers or my voice, but you saved us all. That's what truly matters. You are incredible." That day, Lior finally understood his worth. He realized that every creature has unique gifts, and that comparing oneself to others only hides what truly makes the difference. Greatness lies not in appearance, talent, or visible strength, but in kindness, courage, and the willingness to use the gifts we already possess to help others. And so, the rabbit who once felt small became the valley's greatest hero. He learned that being small isn't a weakness, and that a generous heart can transform any creature into someone truly special. From that day on, Lior never again worried about being like others. He began to value his own path, helping whenever he could, and inspiring everyone around him with silent but meaningful actions. The valley was never the same again, for everyone understood that true greatness lies not in those who shine brightest in the eyes, but in those who light up the world with their hearts.